Welcome back to Stella Rosebella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama, music, and shows. Today, I am actually not talking about the latest drama, but I'm talking about a drama that aired in 2019. You probably heard it. It's called The Untamed. I am not doing a review because a lot of people have done it, and it's a drama that I really love. But I really want to talk about the scenes that I've been going back and rewatching. Yes. And so I wanted to talk about my favorite scenes. The 1-year anniversary since the drama ended. So I just decided that I wanted to do this video. Anyways, I hope y'all would come on this journey with me and reminisce the scenes. I know that I'm not the only one that's going back into the drama and watching those particular scenes because I see those comments. Okay, I know I am not the only one. Okay. So, The Untamed,陳情令. Do I need to give y'all the synopsis? I don't think so. You can Google it. Even better, you can go watch it yourself. It's on YouTube. You can also watch it on Netflix as well. They both have English subtitles. But the one on Netflix, the colors, beautiful. It's more clear. I love it a lot. And the thing is, if you want to know what's it about and everything like that, you can go and check out my podcast, the IS podcast, where I do talk about The Untamed on one episode, so you can go check that out. One of my favorite scenes is when Wei Wuxian comes back from the 乱葬岗, where he Wen Jia, 他们就是 their clan is basically destroyed, and he's in the hotel, and Wei Wuxian comes into the hotel and looking for him, and that dark and all those CGI effects and his eyes and everything, his vibe was so different from how you saw him in the beginning. And then I found that scene when he went in and walking up those stairs, oh my gosh, that was so, oh my god, so sexy. And I was like, oh. But then I gave props, obviously, to Xiao because, as you know, when you film dramas, it's not in order. So, there are times maybe he's playing, 16 years ago, and then there's times 16 years later, and, that whole process and his whole character development, and everyone, obviously, the characters changes and everything because, you mature and everything like that. So I give props to all the actors involved in this drama because you really have to portray and give up that vibe that this character is at a certain age and, this is how his story is so far. So props to all of them. And anyways, I love that scene. It was so good because he came back and he's revenge, and he's I am gonna kick your butt. So and then I was oh my gosh, it was just I just love that scene a lot. That's one of my favorite scenes. Another scene is when it goes back to present day where Zhan and Wei Wuxian, they went back. They had to go to the conference, and everyone was surrounding them. And you know that scene I'm talking about where they find out that the Mo Xuanyu is actually Wei Wuxian, and everyone's surrounding them, and Zhan was with Wei Wuxian, and he's Wei Wuxian's oh, you can just lie to them that I threatened you and kidnapped you and let me come here and everything. And Zhan's I already knew he is Wei Ying a long time ago, this whole time. And he's what are you doing? So yeah, it was really adorable to see them him stand up for Wei Wuxian and I am on your side. And he said that that road that you said it's dark and everything, it's actually not that bad. And so I was oh my god, he remembered. Yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes, and I was this is too cute. And I was oh my gosh, it was such a moment in the story because it's 16 years ago he couldn't really do much, but 16 years later he's I'm at this level and I really want to take care of this partner of mine, and so I am gonna stand by his side no matter what happens. Dude, that is true love. The other scene where I think it's really cute, and I've read the original novel, and it's really cute, where Zhan gets drunk and he gets out, and like in the drama, as you guys can see, is like he goes out of the hotel and he's just like, he went and got a chicken and gave it to Wei Wuxian, and yeah, and he was just like, and I think the other scene continuing that scene is when they go back to the hotel, and like Wei Wuxian was asking Zhan like truth or dare, and he's like, so this time I can ask you anything, you'll tell me the truth, and he's like, and then he's like, why did you help me? And he's like, during that day at 不夜天, he's like, I regret it, and like not standing by you, and then like, and it was so beautiful. And I think like this drama, even till now, I still feel emotional about it, because there's so many parts that I feel like, as someone that left you years ago but then has come back to life, you are lucky that this person has come back to life and be with you, and you get to have this another chance with that person. So you really, really, really have to take care of this person and not let this person go. And I really, really loved that scene a lot, where Wei Wuxian tells him that it's not your fault, and me like practicing this sort of like dark art sort of type of thing, it's not your fault, it's my choice. And like when Wei Wuxian was sort of like getting teary-eyed, I was like, oh my gosh, it was so fitting, and I was like, I just couldn't do it. And then the other scene that I really, when Wei Wuxian came back with the students and Zhan, they all like were at the hotel, and like Lan Shichen, like Zhan's brother, came. But before that, they were out in the street, and Wei Wuxian saw a child, and he thought of Ayuan, and he's like, and he got really emotional. And then he turned around, he saw Zhan, but then he also saw this like lantern that had rabbits on it. And then I felt like for me that scene was really emotional as well, because I give props to Xiao for turning it on and off, like from a sad feeling to really within like seconds a happy mood. So it's like how he conveyed it and how he gave off that vibe through the camera to the audience. Yes. And the scene that I love the most is when Jiang Chen pulls out the sword when Wenning told him to pull it out. And he's like, isn't this like sword sealed? Like nobody else can open it, you know? And Wenning's like, why do you think you can like open it and take out the sword? Anyways, basically Wenning tells Jiang Chen the truth about his Jingdan, how like Wei Wuxian gave him his Jingdan. So that was really emotional when I first saw it. But I mean, I see it a couple times already, but I still go back to that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes from the drama, because I feel like a lot of people, there's so many ways to look at this whole story. It's like, so many people see so many things thinking that, okay, this person is the bad person, but in reality, this person is one of the like most selfless person ever in the story. And Wei Wuxian has done so many things, and he doesn't say much, but you know, he did it. You know, just like, and Jiang Chen, just like, I don't know how I feel about Jiang Chen. I know like a lot of people like this character. I mean, I do too. I mean, like they have this relationship with Wei Wuxian. He has this relationship, a brother relationship, and like because a lot of things that happened, I feel like if he truly trusted Wei Wuxian, nothing like all these things wouldn't have happened. But I don't know, I felt like his trust with him wasn't strong enough. It's easy for others to sort of like their words and everything sort of like basically change his mindset about Wei Wuxian. So I felt like that was a little disappointing, but at that scene it's sort of like, this is truth and this is what you get. And he's sort of regretting, basically I'm so happy that he's regretting how he feels and like thinking about everything that has happened. I guess in a way sort of like payback. And yeah, so that was one of my favorite scenes. And I don't know, I know a lot of there's people that like Zhang Cheng's character. I don't particularly like it, like this character that much. But Shijie, I love her character, and it's really sad that her character is gone. But yeah, but I mean, I know all three of them, they're like, they grew up together, they're like siblings, but Shijie is like really the one that, even like when everyone said like bad things about Wei Wuxian, she stood by him and like didn't really believe anything those people said. So oh, just thinking about that scene. In that song that always comes out when she's with him and everything. It's really a sad scene. So I love this drama a lot. I know the story is a BL story. I give props to the writers, the directors, everyone involved in the like just everyone in the costume. It's just, when you look at the behind the scenes like videos and like a lot of things into what goes into the production, obviously all dramas, they're amazing and everything. I don't know for this one because I'm a little biased. So obviously I'm not saying like all the other dramas they didn't put as much work. Everyone did, everyone does. And because I love this drama so much, I feel so much more for this drama and the cast. So props to them, and props for them for like adding a lot of like little things that fans have noticed and I have seen, and I'm just like really happy for them. Yeah, and I know that I feel like a lot of the times some people decide that, okay, we don't want to go how the original drama is. I feel like you should, if the novel has such a strong fan base, there are things that you should really stick to. That's one thing. Another thing is that I heard that they wanted to have like a romantic love line for Wei Wuxian and Wenqing. And fans found out and they're like, no, do not do that. So thankfully they didn't do that. I appreciate that, thankfully. And yeah, and in this drama I feel like broke so many barriers in terms of like sort of like what they wanted to say in the drama, and it went through the approval process, so thankfully. And yeah, I think that's awesome. And as for the two characters, Wei Wuxian and Lan Zhan, so why am I talking about this like drama again? Not only because it's the 1-year anniversary since the drama aired, but also because there are fans who have written like their own version, the continuation of Lan Zhan and Wei Wuxian's like the relationship and their story. So one thing I felt like the drama, like they focused like in the beginning, you know, the beginning part, and then like after the 2 episodes it goes on to like what happened 16 years ago, and then like what happened 16 years later to the present day. The thing is that I felt like I wanted more of like what happens 16 years later. Yeah, I feel like I wanted more of that story because Lan Zhan's character obviously changes because Wei Wuxian comes back to life, and like he doesn't want to lose this partner of his. I like this side of Lan Zhan more than his 16 years ago, because Lan Zhan's character in the beginning you feel like, oh, like he's so mean, he's so like cold and everything, but actually he's such like, he really cares, and like, you know, he's a true friend but also a really good partner. So I think like because 16 years later the way he treats Wei Wuxian is so lovey-dovey and everything, I was just like I want more of that. So yeah, and so I've been listening to a lot of the audio dramas on YouTube. There's no English subs for it. I don't think so. I haven't seen ones with English subs. But I have been listening to the continuation of the story. So yeah, and I love it a lot, and it's great to like bring me back into that world of like 为了忘羡 and Zhan and all the things that they have to go through. It's really funny and I really love it. I will leave a link below to those videos of like what fans have written, or the card you'll see up here. You can see those, and yeah, and I hope you all had fun reminiscing with me, walking down memory lane with me. Please let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite scene? Who's your favorite character in this drama, this story? And yeah, which episode do you go back to watch the most? Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like videos like this, please subscribe. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!